Ever pondered about the forgotten heroes and shapers of history? Imagine the invisible threads of history, woven by those whose names have been overshadowed by time. These threads form a tapestry, rich and diverse, where each character has played a pivotal role in shaping our world. Today, we'll shine a spotlight on these unseen heroes, these architects of history who have been lost in the annals of time. We'll journey through different epochs, exploring the lives of 7 such figures, each a master of their time, each a character so compelling, you'll wonder why you've never heard their tales before. From the shadowy corridors of ancient Egypt to the star-studded skies of the 18th century, we'll traverse through centuries, unearthing the stories of those who've left an indelible mark on history, yet remain largely forgotten. Ready to uncover the hidden narratives of history? Let's dive in. Traveling back to ancient Egypt around 2600 BC, we encounter the figure of Imhotep. Imhotep, a name that resonates with wisdom and ingenuity in the annals of human history, was not just a man of one trade. He was a physician, an architect, and a chancellor, excelling in each of these roles with a finesse that was rare for his time. In his capacity as a physician, he was known to have a remarkable understanding of medicine, a field that was still in its nascent stages in the era he lived in. His contributions to medicine were so significant that he was later deified as the god of medicine and healing in ancient Egypt. As an architect, Imhotep was the mastermind behind the step pyramid of Djoser, which was a marvel of design and engineering. This pyramid marked a significant shift in Egyptian architecture, moving away from the traditional rectangular mastabas to a pyramid structure. In his role as chancellor, Imhotep served under Pharaoh Djoser, and his wisdom and counsel were highly valued in the royal court. His political acumen was as remarkable as his scientific knowledge, and he played a crucial role in the governance of ancient Egypt. Imhotep, a polymath in the truest sense, left his mark on history, yet remains largely forgotten. His story serves as a reminder that the pages of history are often filled with unsung heroes whose contributions have shaped the world we live in today. Fast forward to 9th century AD, a woman allegedly sits on the papal throne, Pope Joan. We're stepping into a world shrouded in mystery, controversy, and ecclesiastical secrecy. The tale of Pope Joan is one that invites both intrigue and skepticism. In the heart of medieval Europe, a woman purportedly donned the garb of a man, concealing her true identity to ascend the ranks of the Catholic Church. Under the alias John Anglicus, she won the admiration and respect of her peers with her vast knowledge and wisdom. This led to her unprecedented election as Pope, the highest position in the Catholic Church. But Joan's reign was not long-lived. Her secret was reportedly revealed when she gave birth during a procession, and her papacy abruptly ended. However, the existence of Pope Joan remains a contentious issue among historians and theologians. Some dismiss her story as nothing more than a legend, a fabrication stemming from anti-papal sentiment during the Middle Ages. Others, however, argue that there is enough circumstantial evidence to support the possibility of her existence and reign. The debate surrounding Pope Joan's existence is a testament to the complex and often obscured nature of history. We're left to wonder about the veracity of this tale, the roles of women in the church, and the lengths to which individuals might go to attain power. Whether myth or reality, the tale of Pope Joan raises fascinating questions about forgotten figures in history. In the 14th century, Mansa Abubakari II, an African king, made a voyage that some argue predates Columbus. Now, let's dive into the intriguing tale of this forgotten explorer. Hailing from the affluent Mali Empire in West Africa, Mansa Abubakari II was no ordinary king. His thirst for discovery and understanding the unknown was insatiable. He was driven by a vision to explore the vast, uncharted waters of the Atlantic. So, in the early 1300s, he assembled a fleet of 2,000 ships filled with men, gold, and enough food to last them for years. This was not a voyage for conquest, but a voyage driven by curiosity and the pursuit of knowledge. The fleet sailed west from the coast of Africa into the vast unknown. What happened next? Well, that's where the story gets even more fascinating. Some historical accounts suggest that Mansa Abubakari II and his fleet successfully reached the Americas, nearly 2 centuries before Columbus set foot on the New World. But here's the catch. This theory is still subject to debate among historians. The lack of concrete evidence has led many to question its authenticity. However, the oral histories of West Africa continue to celebrate Mansa Abubakari II's voyage, keeping his adventurous spirit alive. Mansa Abubakari II, a forgotten explorer in the annals of history who may have beaten Columbus to the New World. His story reminds us that history is not always as straightforward as it seems. Moving to the 12th century Japan, we meet a formidable female figure, Tomoe Gozen, the female samurai. The 12th century was a time of turmoil and war in Japan, known as the Heian period. In the midst of this chaos, a woman emerged as a beacon of strength and skill. This was Tomoe Gozen, one of the few female samurai warriors in history. Born into a family of warriors, Tomoe was known for her bravery and incredible skills in archery and swordsmanship. She was described as a warrior of exceptional ability, who was ready to confront a demon or a god, mounted or on foot. She was fearless in the face of danger, a trait that earned her the admiration of her allies and the fear of her enemies. Despite the societal norms of the time that dictated women to be seen as gentle and domestic, Tomoe defied these expectations. She rode into battle alongside her male counterparts, a sight that was as awe-inspiring as it was unusual. Her exploits were so legendary that they were immortalized in The Tale of the Hiker, a classic of Japanese literature. But what makes Tomoe truly remarkable is the rarity of her role. In a society where women were rarely seen in combat, Tomoe Gozen was not only a capable warrior but also a respected leader. Her story is a testament to the power of breaking norms and challenging societal expectations. Tomoe Gozen, a female warrior who shattered norms yet is often overlooked in the pages of history. In the 17th century, across the Atlantic, a Native American woman became an unlikely diplomat, Pocahontas. Pocahontas, born Matawaka, was a significant figure in the Jamestown colony in the early 1600s. She was the daughter of Chief Powhatan, the leader of a network of tribal nations in Virginia. Pocahontas played a crucial role in the survival of the English settlers, often acting as a liaison between them and her people. Her first interaction with the English settlers was when she saved Captain John Smith from execution, an incident that has been romanticized in countless retellings. However, the truth might have been different. It's believed that the event was part of an elaborate adoption ceremony, with Pocahontas's intervention being a symbolic act. She was later captured by the English in a bid to negotiate with her father. During her captivity, she converted to Christianity and took the name Rebecca. She married an Englishman, John Rolfe, and had a son. Her marriage to Rolfe created a temporary peace between the settlers and her tribe, known as the Peace of Pocahontas. She travelled to England in 1616, where she was presented as an example of a civilized savage in an effort to support the ongoing colonization. Tragically, she fell ill and passed away at the young age of 21 during her journey back to Virginia. Pocahontas, a native diplomat whose real story is much more complex and intriguing than the Disney version. In the 18th century, a woman reached for the stars and left an indelible mark on astronomy, Caroline Herschel. Born in Hanover, Germany, Caroline Herschel was initially a singer before she found her true calling in astronomy. She became a comet hunter, discovering no fewer than 8 comets, an achievement that would be remarkable even today. But Caroline's contributions didn't stop there. She also catalogued numerous nebulae and star clusters, laying the groundwork for future research in stellar and galactic evolution. Yet, her path to the stars wasn't smooth. Caroline faced numerous obstacles, not least of which was the societal expectations of her time. Being a woman in the 18th century, she was barred from formal education and had to educate herself in secret. She also had to overcome physical ailments. Smallpox had left her with scarred skin and stunted growth, but Caroline persevered. She blazed a trail for women in science, becoming the first woman to receive a salary for services to science. She was also the first woman to be awarded the Gold Medal of the Royal Astronomical Society and the first woman to be named an honorary member of the Royal Astronomical Society. In spite of her significant contributions, Caroline Herschel remains a relatively unsung hero. Her story serves as a testament to the power of determination and passion. Caroline Herschel, a woman who looked to the stars, yet remains a relatively obscure figure in the cosmos of history. So there you have it, 7 forgotten figures who shaped our world in many ways. Imhotep, the ancient polymath who laid the foundations of architecture and medicine. Pope Joan, the controversial figure who challenged gender norms in the highest echelons of power. Mansa Abubakari II, the West African king who may have crossed the Atlantic Ocean before Columbus. Tomo Gozen, the fierce female samurai who defied societal expectations. Pocahontas, the Native American woman whose real story is much more complex than the popular narratives. Caroline Herschel, the pioneering astronomer who expanded our understanding of the cosmos. Each of these individuals left an indelible mark on their societies and the world at large. Their stories serve as a reminder of the countless unsung heroes and hidden figures who have shaped our history. History is filled with unsung heroes and hidden figures. It's up to us to remember them. Until next time, keep exploring the past.